What's up, guys? Sorry, I was trying to get all the settings right. It's first time doing a live stream on here. It's a little bit complicated. Hold on, let me just make sure I got this all right for you guys. What's up? Give me 1 second. Let me just post this to Facebook real quick. Get some more people in here. What's up, Kevin? Give me 1 second, guys. How profitable is retail arbitrage? You can scale it up decently, but I mean, you're probably going to max out at 2,000 or 3,000 a month. It's a little bit difficult to really grow that a ton. That's why I do private labeling. It's a lot less work, and you're able to grow it a lot more. Can you guys hear me? I don't even know if this is working correctly. Yeah? Okay, cool. Alright. Let me get this going. Alright, sweet. Let me go through these. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, this is more just like a Q&A to answer any of your questions you have. So just drop them down low and let me know. Amazon versus Shopify. So they're very different. I prefer Amazon, obviously. The difference is on Shopify, you can drop ship so you don't have to hold inventory, but it's hard to see what is selling. You're not going to get any organic traffic. You're going to have to pay for all your traffic. While Amazon, you can see the exact products that sell well, how much competition there is, where you think you can get ranked, not to mention biggest marketplace in the world, free traffic. So definitely Amazon over Shopify. For the retail arbitrage question, is it profitable? Yeah, it's how much you grind per month and if you can find enough stuff. What's up, Daniel? What's up, everybody? Josh? Can you discuss retail arbitrage? So pretty much retail arbitrage is just buying stuff on clearance at stores and reselling it if it sells for higher on Amazon. It's pretty simple. It's the same strategy as private labeling as far as shipping and everything else, but it's just more work to make less money. But it is a good way to start if you have $100, $200, and you can't get in the course yet or don't have enough for your first product. What's up, Marcos? Talk about online arbitrage for foreign people. That's a little different. So for retail arbitrage, you're going to have to go into bigger name stores wherever you are. Let's say you're in the UK or Spain. You go into big name stores there. You can do it online through any of their websites. And just look for deals and check with Amazon to see if there is a profit on them. And then you don't have to do this in the US. I wouldn't do it in the US if you're in another country for retail arbitrage. But it's the same process as in the US. You just have to buy stuff in your country and sell in your country's marketplace. What's up, Lorenzo? What's up, Nico? Of course, Nico's in here, always. Is dropshipping hard? It's hard to build up and scale because you're going to have to pay for all your traffic. So you're going to know how to do Facebook ads really well and how to make them convert. You're going to have to know what products to sell. Private labeling, though, is not drop shipping. So just clear that up. Oh, about affiliate marketing. Honestly, we've just been slow with that. We've been focusing on other things right now. But we still plan on doing it. It's just kind of in the background for right now. Have I used Amazed Owl? I've tried it. I didn't like it personally. I like Jungle Scout better. Go deeper in the creation of LLC. Starting an APL. I honestly don't know what an APL is. Creating an LLC, it's different in each country and each state. I talked to someone else. I'm not an expert in that at all. So definitely talk to a lawyer, someone who deals with that. Create a great logo. Honestly, just go to Fiverr. Your logo is not super important. Just make it very broad in general. Something that's kind of appealing to the eye. It doesn't have to be giant or fancy. I spent $5 on mine on Fiverr. Audio tech. I don't use a freight forwarder. You only need a freight forwarder if you're doing sea shipping, and I never do sea shipping because of having to find a freight forwarder, paying customs. It takes like 3 months to get your inventory, and it's not even that much cheaper. Never sleeps. Go run. I sleep a lot actually. Probably sleep like 8 or 9 hours a day. No, Amazon's not too much work. Hey, you can multitask. Just put me in the background. Go around and listen to me while you do your research. How long am I keeping my course up? I don't plan on taking it down anytime soon. We'll see in the future though. Yes, behind me is the monthly earnings. I don't know if you guys can really see it well. Let me see if I can show you. I haven't updated it. It should be. So January is really slow, as January always is. You guys know that. Any retail stuff. So I made 11,000 January. February we did 53,000, and then yesterday for March we did 38. But now that number is up to 43,000. So yes, that's profit behind me. Talk more about affiliate marketing ventures. Honestly, I don't have any new news on that really, guys. I know that's what you guys want to see a lot, so I'm going to try and make some more on it. I'm going to try and do some on my own, so I don't have to wait for Ryan to do it, because both of us have been really focusing on other stuff. I'm a French Amazon FBA expert. Would you like to do an interview with me on my YouTube channel? Depends how big your YouTube channel is. I mean, as of right now, probably not, because I do get asked a lot by a lot of people, so I can't accept everyone's. It would take a lot of time, but just send me like a private message on like Facebook or something and we can talk. How's my last product going? Okay, I was going to make a video on this today, guys, but I might just upload this instead. So my last product has been doing pretty well. It is in a very competitive category, which I knew from the start, but I wanted to test it out. So as I left you guys off with last time, I was doing about 10 sales a day at $8 profit with about probably $20 in ads. Maybe, I think I got to like 15 sales. I decided to drop my price because I was a little bit higher than everyone else. So I dropped my price to see how that would affect it. So I went from, where did I go from? I went from $17.99 to $14.99. So now my profit is $6 a unit. But my sales jumped up a ton. It went up from like 12 to 15, then 20, then 25, then 30. And right now I'm averaging, the last like 3 or 4 days I've been doing right under 35 sales. I've hit 30 to 33 the last like 4 or 5 days. So that's about, I've been spending like 50 on ads though. So it's about $130 profit a day from that new product. Hold on guys, let me catch up with these. More retail arbitrage videos. I mean, it's pretty simple and like pretty cookie cutter. It's pretty straightforward. So I mean, there's not much. There's no like in-depth like advanced strategy on retail arbitrage. It's just going out and finding more products if they meet your criteria. Do you need a logo for private labeling? Yes, or you can just put your name on it so you don't have to make a logo. You do need a barcode as well. Do you know anything about flipping houses or cars? Not that much. I am planning on flipping houses in the future. Obviously, I want to buy myself a house first, but in the next, depends how well I do, next year or two, I want to buy a second property and try and flip it. I'm new to taxes. Do you have an accountant do them? Yes. I actually have a meeting with them on Monday to do my taxes for last year. And because it is my second year paying taxes now, I do have to pay estimated taxes. So that means every quarter I have to pay estimated taxes. What niche do you go into? There's no one niche that is good. I'll go into wherever the product is. So I'm in toys and games, I'm in arts and crafts, I'm in sports and outdoors, I'm in health and personal care. There's no one niche that's good. Write-offs. Yeah. Honestly, I'm going to have to educate myself more on the tax stuff because I'm pretty much a noob on that too. I do know a little bit about kind of like certain things you can write off. For example, let's say I give someone... actually, I don't want to use that example. I don't know if I'm 100% right on that. So I'll try and get some more information on that, talk to my tax person on Monday, and figure that out for you guys, and I'll make a video on it. Be doing a video on basically a format or plan how to keep track of all your stuff. Yes, that video will be going up in the course. I'm going to make one on how to manage through Excel sheets all your sales, all your profits, so you know for taxes. Okay, student entrepreneur, send me a message on Facebook. Think there's still a lot of potential in selling on Amazon? Yes. So Amazon has been growing faster percentage-wise than the amount of sellers on Amazon. So actually, it's a better opportunity now than it was a year ago to sell on Amazon because of how fast it's growing. Hey, that's what's up, Flux Media. Listen to you while I work out. Is there a refund for your Amazon course? Yes. I offer a refund up to 30 days. However, if you finish like the entire course, I won't give you a refund because it's like the same thing with school. It's not whether or not you go and do something about it. That's not on me. That's on you. I give you the knowledge and the opportunity to go do that. That's what you're paying for. You're not paying to actually go do it. That's on you. It's like saying, I want a refund for my degree because I didn't use it. So, yes, I offer a refund up to 30 days if you finish half or less of the course. Whiteboard in the back looks good. Thanks, man. What's your strategy on jump-starting your private label product? How do you go about getting reviews on Amazon, terms of service? That's one of the more advanced strategies that I do offer an explanation to in the course, but I can't kind of give that out here. Started affiliate marketing recently. I'm advertising on Bing, Google, and Facebook. Awesome. I'm trying to get more into that right now, too. How are you looking to scale your Amazon brand bigger than Amazon? Honestly, because I'm not niche specific and it's hard to do on Amazon, I'm not planning on taking it off of Amazon, but expanding into international marketplaces like Amazon UK, Amazon Canada, and so on. Income splitting, yes. We want to diversify that income. Back to my earlier question on retail arbitrage, you said in the first video it would be a 4 or 5 video series, but you've only made 2. Okay. I thought it would take more than that, but I kind of finished most of the stuff. I can make kind of like a broad overview / like wrap-up video to put it all together for you guys, if that's what you want, because it does seem like a lot of people want that. So I'll try and make one on that this next week. You don't need a website. You can create an LLC. You don't have to, but I highly recommend it for private labeling, but you don't need a website. What kind of data should I keep in Excel to help with my taxes? I just have one, and it looks like it's number of units sold. So it goes date. So these are columns. Date, number of units sold, and this I have a separate little sheet for each product. Number of units sold, total revenue, total costs, total profit, and then Amazon pay-per-click, and then total profit after the pay-per-click. So I can see how much I make a day. What about Amazon in other countries like France? It does work in France. You can sell on the US marketplace as well if you wanted to. Have no money to start up. No time for a job. Any tips? Look into retail arbitrage. Watch my videos on my YouTube channel. I do have 2 on retail arbitrage. If you have like $50, you can get started with that. Could you make a video on how to advertise your products as well as generate more reviews on your products for sale? Again, that's in the course. That's a more like advanced thing. I can't just give that out on here. Does your course teach how to purchase from Alibaba and sell off Amazon? Yes. That's the exact strategy I use, and I go in depth and take you like step by step on how to do that, Josh. How easy on a scale of 1 to 10 is the course? I would probably say like a 3 or 4. It's not. So the way I set up the course, it's very simple and straight to the point. I don't add a ton of fluff because there's a lot of the course I took was tons of fluff. He's like, you could do this, you could do this. I don't want that. I want to know exactly what to do. So in mine, I made it step by step, and I pretty much hold your hand through the whole thing. It's really simple if you just follow the guidelines. You can literally do the course step by step and do it as you go along. I recommend going through it first, but you can do it step by step as you go along, and it will take you through the entire process and everything you need to know. First order, it can be, I do have like a minimum, like I wouldn't order less than 300 units, but it is more based off your budget. So if you do have a lower budget, you can go for a cheaper product, but that will be a smaller profit margin, but that's fine to start. How do you get traffic to view your products? Just having a good listing, knowing how to create it, and knowing how to rank it high for certain keywords on Amazon. Hey man, was wondering what you thought about building social media through services like Instagram and Instastack. I've honestly never even looked into those. I'm assuming those aren't like the fake views or like view bots or anything like that, but honestly, I just follow people that follow similar pages to mine. That's all I've really done. Yes, I will be adding more videos to the course pretty soon. Can non-US accounts write reviews in the US marketplace? That is one thing I'm actually not sure on. Some products you're allowed to buy if you're not in the US, but some don't qualify for that. As far as leaving reviews, I'm honestly not sure. I'll have to look that up. Amazon sales in 2016, 100 billion plus. E-commerce sales in a whole, 2 trillion. Exactly. Such a big chunk right there. Amazon's the biggest marketplace in the world right now. They overtook Walmart last year. And they have 0 actual retail stores. What are the risks for not having an LLC? So basically what an LLC does is it separates you and your assets from the business. So let's say I have a house, I have a car, but my business has maybe $50,000 in a bank account for that business. If I get sued as a business, they can't come and take my house and my car. They can only take what the business has. That's why it's important to have an LLC. Otherwise, they could sue. It goes straight through to you, and you could lose stuff. Like, I live with my parents right now. If I got sued, they could lose their house because I'm living here. And this is where I'm conducting business. Where are the risks for not having? Okay. Make a wrap-up video on retail arbitrage. All right, guys, that sounds like a lot of you want that. I will be doing that then this week. The logo can be different than your business name. I wouldn't have like a different name on it. If you do, you might have to create a DBA. How long is the course? It's only about, I think it's like 5 or 6 hours of content. Seems like a hug. Oh, a huge amount of people are interested in this. Honestly, there's already tens of thousands of people doing this, but the amount of volume and products on Amazon is nothing compared to that. So me adding a couple hundred more people isn't really going to saturate it at all, even if you're looking at the same things. I mean, I've had like 40 students already find products that they just ordered to start. There's tons of products out there. I don't think it'll become oversaturated anytime soon, especially with how fast Amazon grows. Yes, 1,500 units is a big order to start. Max I do for my first order is 500, and that's if I'm like pretty sure. Normally it's 500 actually for me. The most I've ever done was 1,000, and that was on this last product because it looked really good. And I didn't want to sell it too quick, but I usually recommend about 500 units, 300 to 500. What type of account do you use at Jungle Scout when you started? I use, so they have a Chrome extension and a web app. Both do different things. If you're unsure about that, I have a video on it on product research that will explain it. But basically, I have the light version of Jungle Scout, and I have the middle version of the web app, which both work fine. You don't need more than that. Currently taking your course, and I'm a full-time student. With your course, I'm able to move on. Yeah, definitely. I definitely want some testimonials and interview people who find success with this. So message me if you start doing well or anything, and just keep me in the loop. What kind of products? I can't say like any specific products I sell. There's none I particularly recommend. It's just doing the research and seeing the numbers. I can't just go off my head and be like, oh, I think this is popular. A lot of people be like, oh, I'm going to go look at Google Trends. It doesn't work like that. Amazon's a whole different platform from that. So you can't just look at Google Trends. Does your course cover how to advertise and rank it higher? Yes, there's a huge focus on that in the course. Do you go over specific niches in your course or what merchandise not to touch or sell? I do go over kind of like the gated categories. Not so much like, oh, this is a good niche, this is a bad niche. Because, again, it's just the products. It's not so much the niche. But there is a niche or two I say stay out of in the course that I would never sell on. To give you a little hint, T-shirts, don't sell them. What was your price per unit, weight, size of your first private label product? Did it give you good profit margins? So I'm going to tell you the first one, my first one that did well, because I started 3 that didn't do well because I didn't have Jungle Scout to use and didn't know what I was doing. First one, I believe it was like 1.2 pounds, about this big, probably like that big. I get them for $6.50 a unit shipped from China. After Amazon fees, I make $11.70 a unit in profit and sell them for $24.99. That give you good profit margins? Yeah, I built everything off of that. I started with $2,000 in that, and that's how I've made all the money I have now. I only started with like a little under $2,000. I always use my supplier's photos. I've only had someone take pictures once for me. Yeah, Philip, I mean, I see you in here all the time. You'll be successful at this. Just follow how it's laid out, and you'll do fine. I don't use a Maze Owl. Jungle Scout's better for me and way more accurate. How long was I selling on Amazon before I bought my Z06? 6 months. 7 months. Yeah, like 7 months. Do I trade? I'm not really into trading right now. I'm trying not to invest in anything. I need to save up for a house because in California, if I want like a decent sized house, it's $900,000, so it's about a $200,000 down payment. So I'm not investing right now. Next year I plan on investing a ton because I plan on buying a house by the end of this year. When your friends and family leave a review, do they have to spend $50 to leave a review? So they do have to have an account that has spent $50 on Amazon before. But I mean, I think it's like 1 in 4 households in the U.S. have Amazon accounts. Have you ever gotten sued? No, I've not. I have been issued a warning of a patent violation, and they just asked me to take the listing down, and I did, because it was patent pending when I started it, which I didn't research at all. It wasn't like it's random. That was my fault, 100%. They don't want to just go straight and sue you. It costs them more money than they'd make. But again, don't take that risk. Make sure it doesn't have a patent first. All right, give me a sec. Go and dry. Need some water. Do you have an SMMA? I stopped doing SMMA. What are your main financial assets? My business, the money the business has, and that's it. I don't have any other financial assets. Future assets? Houses. I'm going to invest in a lot of real estate once I start getting more money. Obviously, first one for myself, and then I want to flip. Thinking about renting out also, but I don't know about that. I'll have to do more research. I haven't done a ton on that. 3 reliable wholesalers? I mean, I don't... Most on Alibaba you'll find are fine. I've never been ripped off. It's different for each product. It's not like a wholesaler has every product they make. It's usually one niche that wholesaler does. 15, do you think I can get social media clients for my agency? Might be more difficult for you in person, but if you sound like you know what you're talking about, then it's possible. No problem, Josh. Pen game. So Pen game, watch my videos on retail arbitrage. I'll show you how to build up from like $100. And you can about double your money on that up to a certain point with retail arbitrage. Jungle Scout is not free. It's $97 for one tool and then $40 for the other. But it's a necessity. You can't do it without it, otherwise you're just guessing. It's the most important part. As soon as I started using that is when I got successful on Amazon. This channel doesn't get the views and subs it deserves, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, I've grown so quick. I mean, you guys are awesome with like... If you look at like my like to dislike ratio, I don't even usually get a dislike on a video because you guys are so awesome. But, I mean, we're building it. It's growing really quick. I mean, I've only had my channel for about 5 weeks and we're at like 1,700 subs. So it's pretty good. Hopefully, still trying to grow it in the future though. I believe LLC... you can do with LegalZoom even if you're not in the U.S. I'm not 100% sure, though. Paramedic student, if your class, I'm able to make money. Okay, I saw that comment. I replied to that. I said, yeah, let me know how you do. Keep me updated and be in that private Facebook group we have. We share a lot of knowledge in there. Wait, we were supposed to get the middle web app because I got the cheapest one's okay, Gron. You're fine. Don't worry about it. After you sell out of a product, do you always continue to restock? It depends how well the product's doing. If I'm making a certain amount that I'm comfortable reinvesting into inventory with, then I will. So usually if I'm getting 10 sales a day, $100 profit a day, I'll keep going with that product. So I have to order before I run out of inventory. Now, if I have one that's selling like 3 units a day, I'm making like $30, I might keep it and just order way less inventory, but it's up to you. I'm not always changing it up. I've had the same product for over a year right now, and I've had another one for 5 months, and then the other one I just started. So, okay, time frame, so return on investment with this course. From when you buy the course to when you'll make your first dollar. So this is kind of how I break it down. You can finish the course in a couple days. So we'll just say 2 days, because it's not long if you can do 3 hours a day. To find a product, longest part by far, I'd say 2 weeks max, maybe 3. So we'll just call that 2 weeks so far. Finding a supplier, a day. Waiting for your product to be manufactured and for it to be sent out to Amazon, we'll say 3 to 4 weeks. So it's 5 weeks right there. And then you start getting sales right there. So about 5 weeks. Depending on how fast you find a product. It could be 3 weeks, 4 weeks. But usually a month, month and a half is normal. Can I get the course for 49% off? No, I'm sorry, Dustin. I can't do that. There is a payment plan on the course where you pay half now, half in a month. If you are interested in doing that. Social media marketing, I mean, I don't think it's saturated from Tai Lopez. I just don't think it's a good opportunity. Alright, let me rephrase that. That's wrong. It is a decent opportunity. It's just way harder than he makes it sound, and you need a lot more tools and knowledge than he gives you. I mean, if you're going to be working full-time after you have 3 or 4 clients, and that's what? Okay, you're making $5,000 a month, but now you're maxed out working a 9 to 5. When on this, I can start 1 or 2 products, make that, and after the upfront work, be working less than like an hour a week. So it's just harder to grow, harder to do, and he just doesn't give you all the knowledge. It's not as simple either. Do you have to get a logo and put it on your product? Yes, I explained that in the course. Do you have a Facebook page? I just use my personal Facebook. It should be in the description of this. Yeah, it's in the hold on, that's my Facebook page. But just go Tanner J. Fox on Facebook. You should be able to find me. Any chance you'll ever do a course with a monthly payment plan? My course does have a payment plan. It's only 2 payments. But I might do more if I do another course. I plan on doing one on affiliate marketing, but that's not anytime soon. That's going to be once I actually figure it out and get like good expertise on it. I like the standard for Jungle Scout, Nicholas. Definitely going to do product research. We talked about on Facebook, trying to find that supplier. Yeah, go for it. I mean, that looked like a good one. Daniel, in which category do we set up our product? If it fits different, competitors might have 200 ranking in a category and 1,700 in another. Just do whatever fits best. It's not too important your rank or anything. It does reflect sales, but if you're getting the sales, it doesn't matter your rank or category. Yes, Carlos, it's laid out in like a checklist. You want in between this price, this amount of sales, no more than these reviews. You don't want to see this, this, and this. It's all laid out in the course, super simple. Hayden just went live. I don't know what to do. Don't tell people that. Damn it, Hayden. How many products do I have up now? I have 3 and I'm starting a 4th. Why'd you stop SMMA? Takes a lot of work and it's a lot harder to get clients. I tried for 2 months, didn't get a client. And I mean, I felt like I was doing it decently, but it's just a ton of work and I don't see it growing much in the future. Not that, I mean, like, it takes a lot of work and a lot of time to grow. This is just a better opportunity. Your course is great. I'm liking it. Thanks, man. Do you use Facebook to gain traffic for your products, or do you use strictly Google keywords and good? I only use my traffic on Amazon. I have run a Facebook ad, but didn't do that well because all the traffic on Amazon is enough. I mean, I haven't really done any Facebook ads. How's the cut going, Hunter? You know what? Maybe if I had a gym partner. Just kidding, Hunter. You better come work out Monday. Hunter is my workout partner, for those of you who don't know. You'll see him doing like a little workout vlog that should be uploaded soon. He just bought a new car. If I sell in Europe and then expand to sell in the States with my reviews, get reset. Yeah, so each marketplace is different, so you'd have to get reviews in the other marketplace as well. Holy crap, you guys have a lot of comments. I'm going to lose my voice after this. Amazon. Here, I'll go in the description of this live stream for those of you asking about Jungle Scout, which is the tool, and use that link. That is the tool I use for the Chrome extension and the web app. Both tools. I do have a video using them as well, so after you grab them, go watch that video. Do you ever have fears of having all your eggs in one basket? Would you ever branch out of Amazon? Yeah, I mean, it's always a fear with anything to have one source of income, which is why I'm trying to diversify with other things like my course, with YouTube, with affiliate marketing. As far as e-commerce on other sites, I'm not a fan of really doing that. I've tried the Shopify with Facebook ads. I just personally didn't like it. But I think Amazon will be around for a long time, but it is higher risk to have all your eggs in one basket. So get that started and then diversify, which is what I'm doing. How do I join the private Facebook group? Is it with the course? Did I put that in the description? Yeah, it is with the course. I'll send you a link, or just, it's called Amazon Seller Mastery Group on Facebook, and you can just ask to join it, and I'll accept you. Do you have any product that fails and you're left over with a bunch of inventory? Even my products that failed and did really bad, I sold all the inventory. You'll usually always run out just because of the sheer volume. It might take you a couple months. I think the longest one took me like 4 or 5 months, but I ordered 500 units, and it was a terrible product. But I've never lost money on a product. There's a slight problem right now. The Young Entrepreneurs Live too. Hey, whoever you think has the better knowledge, you let me know. You stay here. Better stay. Now, I'll probably wrap this up in like 5-10 minutes, and then you guys can go watch him. Nico, you're so fun. I agree with Nico, guys. Once again, if you don't have this program, you're wrong. Just kidding, not really, but you should get it still. If you do want it, it is in the description of this live stream or video, whichever way you're watching it. Do you personally mail the products, David? No, I don't touch them. My supplier sends them directly to Amazon, an Amazon warehouse. and then they go active. When I get a sale, Amazon packages up, ships it for me. I have to do zero work. So like today, I've gotten tons of sales. I've worked zero on my Amazon business. I haven't done anything. It just kind of automates itself once you get it set up. When one SKU has many sellers, how does Amazon decide who gets the sales? It's considered the buy box, so whoever's lowest price with Amazon Prime shipping. There's a couple other variables that go into it, but that's explained in the course as well. Do you have the supplier shipped to you, then shipped to Amazon? No, straight to Amazon. Do you pay customs? No, not with air shipping. How long does it take to get the shipment to Amazon? Depends on your supplier, usually 7 to 10 days through FedEx. DHL's faster. No, I'm not related to Tanner Fox. Are you in SoCal? Yes, I'm in SoCal. If you want to meet up, to shoot me a message. If you're trying to make some gains too, I can see by your picture. Yeah, if you buy the program and you want to meet up, just shoot me a message on Facebook. Are you looking to sell your Amazon brand in the future? Possibly. I mean, it depends how well they sell. Right now they go for about 1.8 times yearly profit. So if I could get like $2 million for mine in the next year, that'd be cool. But I mean, I'm still making money from it right now. So it's a possibility in the future, not the near future though. Do I have FBA mentors? No. I did take someone's course. Doesn't exist anymore, but I out-earned him. So I kind of just do everything on my own and kind of just took in all the information and put my own spin on it. Maybe they teach you how to outsource and gain time. Yeah, but it's still a process hiring and teaching everyone for the SMMA, even if you are going to outsource it. You have to go teach everyone exactly what you know, how to do it, and still manage all of them. Slightly confused when I have my supplier put the logo on the product. Do they put my UPC code that I entered into Amazon? So you don't, Hayden, you don't send them the UPC. You put the UPC in your Amazon listing, and then Amazon gives you an option to print product labels, and that's what you send to your supplier, the product label. Yeah, work smarter, not harder. Yeah, exactly. Get a Dodge Demon? No, I'm getting a... Actually, it's a possibility this week. I'm looking at getting a Lamborghini Huracan. So, depending on how financing goes, I'll either probably get it this next week or two, or maybe a month, just depending. Hey, Pen Game, you better stay with me. I'm going to be real upset. What do you think about Amazon in Europe, like Amazon DE? Actually, Amazon UK is a great opportunity. That's where I'm about to expand into. I'm doing a lot of research on how to start in international marketplaces like that. So I think it's a better opportunity than the US, to be honest. So I'm trying to expand into that. They both have their pros and cons. Adidas is always in my product research. Unselect sports and outdoors. I'll fix that. How much time do you spend daily on it? I probably spend an hour a month working on Amazon. And that just consists of refilling my inventory and making a shipping plan. If I am starting a new product, though, I'll probably spend 3 or 4 hours for a week finding a new product. But that's only if I want to start another one. No, I don't set up a website for this. It's all through Amazon. You just have to have an account there. Should I get a refund on SMMA and get your course instead? Honestly, you could get a refund and still have enough to start your own product. I've had probably 10 or 20 people do that. In my opinion, it is a better opportunity. Ty's course is good content, but I don't feel like he set you up to succeed on that because then he'd be competing with himself. How do you get HD photos for the product if the supplier gives you shitty ones? Pay someone on Fiverr or some photographer. I paid like $75 for 12 high quality like photos and action shots. Can't wait to start making money with Amazon so I can buy Ryan's program. Yeah, Ryan's program's really good. I just finished that one as well. In retail arbitrage, if I'm buying from a website, couldn't I have them ship it directly? See, the thing with that is you can't because you have to have your own Amazon box labels on it. You can't send them that to put on. And you want to verify the products correctly because the amount of times I've been sent the wrong thing that I ordered online is very high. So if you do that, it could hurt your seller account. So it's not worth the risk to save 50 cents a unit, 30 cents a unit. How does bundling items work? So pretty much I'll find one thing that sells really well, and then I'll find things that sell with it normally. You can see like frequently purchased together, and then I'll put those two in a package together that my supplier sells. So they'll package it as one, and then I'll sell that as one unit. So if you use air shipping, so by plane, not by sea, you don't have to pay customs. So don't worry about it. You don't have to do any of that. Do you think I need a course to get started, or can I do this with just... No, there's so many little things that you don't know about Amazon. It's not really possible without the course. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, it's actually I tried to do it for like 2 months, and I'm like, screw this, I need a course, because if you don't know how to do it, there's so many little things you'll mess up, which will cost you a lot. I thought you were the scooter kid. Yeah, I know, right? I get it all the time. I was getting a haircut, and my name says Tanner Fox on the screen, and there's 2 kids, probably 13, sitting right there, and they're like, oh, Tanner Fox is coming in. And I was like, no, that's me. They got really sad. How do you deal with hijackers? You put your logo on the product, and if they still do it, then you contact Amazon. I have a cease and desist letter I send them, which I do give you in the course. Okay, and get the Amazon label. I fill out the shipping plan correctly. Yes, Hayden. This week I need to start your course. Yeah, man, pick it up. Make sure you make a video on that, bro. On the new car. Oh, trust me, there'll be tons of video on that. My channel should grow a ton from that. Had people in your group having a lot of success. So it only launched about 3 weeks ago. So I only have 2 people with products. One is doing about 200 profit a day, and then the other one is Hayden, the young entrepreneur, and he's doing about 120 profit a day. Why don't you have more products? So Amazon changed a rule in like September of last year, and I thought it was a game changer, so I stopped for a while. I stopped for like 3 months, and I was like, oh, let me see if this still works, and I figured out a way around it. So that's why I only have 3 products. I'm starting a 4th right now. So do you contact the supplier after you create your Amazon listing for your product? Yes. Actually, I contact the supplier before in case they tell me a price that's too high and I have to go find a slight variation of that product. How do you make money other than Amazon? So I make money off YouTube, but it's very small. I make like $5 a day off YouTube, just like ads on my videos. I make about $2,000 to $3,000 this month so far from affiliate marketing. And I make money from my course. And then Amazon. Those are my only sources of income. Will this be available after you finish streaming to view later? Yes, I'm going to upload this. Would you update your course for free in the event Amazon changes your conditions? Yeah, 100%. It's lifetime updates on the course. So if they throw some curveball at you, I'll update you and tell you how to get around it. Again, if I learn new stuff or new techniques I'm using at work, I also share it in there. It's lifetime updates. Now, it doesn't mean I'll be posting every week a new video. But if there's stuff that's relevant and is good information, I will post it. Main things you cover in the course. Literally everything, Dustin, that you need to know for Amazon selling. From how to set up your account, how to do product research and find products that sell well with low competition, how to find a supplier and negotiate on what you'll need, how to make a listing that sells on Amazon, how to deal with keywords in your title, bullet points, how to rank your product really high on Amazon so you get organic traffic, how to run pay-per-click and other marketing techniques to rank it even higher and get more sales. Let me wrap the Lambo. Jokes, Hunter. So I'll reply to your text in a minute, Hunter. Let me get back to this. Will you be streaming? How many spots do you have left in your course? I'm not doing the thing like ties. It's just open right now. I don't plan on closing it anytime soon. It really depends. But you can join right now and I'll help you choose your first product. Worried about competition? No, I kind of went over that earlier. Amazon's growing so quick and the amount of sellers that are growing is really low. So I'm not worried at all. Because people think, oh, I'm putting 200 new people who are going to sell. You guys got to remember that half the people that take the course aren't even going to do anything about it. That's just how courses are. Same with ties. Any course, you usually get at least 25-30% of people who never even do anything about it. So you count that off right there. And 200 people compared, there's probably tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people who sell on Amazon and do something like this, but they don't know what they're doing. So you already have competition out there. So me adding 100, 200 people won't really do anything. Total revenue goal? I don't know about revenue. My profit from it was $300,000 was my goal. We're on track to that right now, so that's probably about $500,000 to $600,000 revenue, I'd say, from Amazon. When we do product research, is it normal to skip a lot of products? Yeah, a decent amount. I mean, you'll see a lot of like fridge filters and clothing. I just skip them if they're irrelevant. But don't count anything out just the way it looks. But I mean, if it's like clothing, fridge, like obvious stuff like that, you can. Yes, Jesus, you can sell from Mexico. Mexico does have a marketplace. Also, you could sell in the US if you wanted to from Mexico. Build up money for the course. Money need to start a product. Watch my videos on retail arbitrage. You can start that with like $100. Sorry, I'm trying to make more. Yeah, if you're 18, I mean, you can do this for sure. I mean, I started when I was 20. It's really no different. You just got to follow the knowledge. and how I lay things out. It doesn't matter what your age is. How do I gain traffic for affiliate marketing? Facebook ads. Offer one-on-one along with your course, i.e. 30-minute Skype call. It's not so much like a one-on-one call because that would take me way too much time, but I do help you choose your first product and go over it with you. So I'll have you send me a screenshot of Jungle Scout and what it looks like, and I'll go over like the pros and cons of this product, what looks good, what looks bad, and help you choose your first one and start it. But I do also offer consulting if you want it, but there is a fee for that. Should I get a job or start Amazon right away? I mean, you can just start Amazon. If you can do both. I mean, Amazon doesn't take a ton of time, so you could do both if you wanted to. Yeah, if you're 13, you can take the course, no problem. If you're in here and you're 13, that's amazing. I mean, I wish I knew this when I was 13. I wasn't motivated to do this when I was 13. I wish I knew this when I was 18 or 16. Where do you go for updates on Amazon so we can keep track as well? Amazon updates you in Seller Central with updates. Have you noticed that suppliers are starting to sell direct to Amazon? No, most of them don't try because they have no clue how to, and they can't get listings ranked anyway. There's a lot of back-end knowledge that you need that they don't have. Are you using Max Bounty? Yes. Do I need an LLC? You don't have to, but I recommend it. What kind of job should I get if I'm looking for one? Something that pays tips, like a server. Deliver pizzas. I did that for like a week. That was really fun, and it's good money. What are some reasons you would close the course? Honestly, I don't know. I wouldn't close the course anytime soon. I don't think I will. How much of a difference is she's? It depends on size and weight, but it's not too much different. Let's say I have $1,000 shipping price. It's probably 6 or 7 with C, but it takes 3 months instead of 3 weeks. You have to pay customs. You have to pay a freight forwarder, and you have to go through all that headache. It's not worth it. How much money do I need to invest in products after I purchase your course? I'd say minimum $750. Have you heard of OMG program? I've never heard of that. Why are you shipping by air? Isn't that expensive? It's not that expensive. That's why we look for small and light items. Yes, you do need a customs broker and a freight forwarder, and more stuff goes into that, but I don't teach that in the course because I don't use sea shipping at all, and I don't recommend it. Might have found another product? Yeah, send it to me, Goran. Do you do paid consulting? Yes, I charge $100 an hour, but if you do more than 3 sessions, it drops to $75 an hour. Found my product, just got to start. Awesome. When I start making money from the course, I'll see you in Cali. Hell yeah, come out here. Anyone who makes it, I want to fly you out here. Startup, standard, or business? I like standard or business for Jungle Scout, but make sure you do the light extension. You don't need the pro extension. But web app, I like standard or business. No, Elvis, you don't need a website. Alright guys, I'm going to start to wrap this up in a minute. I'm going to try and go through a couple more. How long does it take to get this up and running? Honestly, Carlos, I'd start this first because once you get it started, it's no work, and then you can go to SMMA. SMMA is a ton of work and a lot in the course. Mine you can finish quick and get started really fast. Jungle Scout package, I use the light extension, the light Chrome extension, and the standard or business web app. Who takes care of returns? Amazon does. They handle all of that. You don't have to do anything for returns. Happens to tax. Amazon will send me my Pioneer without taxes. Yes, they don't take any money out as you go. You pay it all at the end. Tanner, once you mentioned getting Jungle Scout, which one is a priority? Chrome extension web app? Honestly, you need both. So the web app, you put in a criteria, and it'll bring up all products on Amazon that meet that criteria. So X amount of sales in this price range, under this amount of reviews. It'll bring that up. And then you'll go and search that in Amazon, that product, whatever the broadest keyword is. And then the Chrome extension pulls up all the sales, all the reviews for those products on the first page, which is how we see a product market. And that's what we base it off of. So what I do is I buy the extension. It's a one-time purchase. It's $97. And then I'll use the web app for a month and then cancel it. So I only pay on the months I'm searching for a product. All the upfront costs, so you got the course, minimum $750 for a product. You have $97 for Jungle Scout, $40 for the other Jungle Scout, and then $40 a month for Amazon. That's the only costs. The only really way to check for a patent is to have a lawyer or to check Google Patents thoroughly. How to turn your Amazon seller account into a business. Yes, I will do a video on that, Dustin, and that will be put in the course. That's a good idea. Oh, sorry, we got 2 Dustins in here. Sorry if I'm confusing you guys. What do you think is a more reliable source of income? Affiliate marketing on Google and Facebook, or just doing what you're doing on Amazon? Um, I think they're both really reliable. I mean, I wouldn't say one or the other. They're both great. That's why I started affiliate marketing as well. Should I make a resume? Um, yeah, I'd make one. I'd use like a template online. Type of offers are you using for Max Bounty? All different ones, whatever converts well. They'll tell you what converts well. I do have a Snapchat, it's my name, but I never use it, so I don't really give anyone it. Is Chrome extension necessary? Yes, it is. Alright guys, I'm going to do these last 5 questions, then we're going to wrap this up. But I plan on going live every single day, usually around the same time, afternoonish. So I'm going to answer these last couple. Are there any cons of how much inventory should you buy for a product to send to FBA? I usually start with 500 units. You can start with a little less, though. Cons to starting a lot of products. Yeah, you're going to hold inventory, and you're going to be sitting on a ton of money. I'm working on starting more products. It just takes time to find good enough ones, because I don't just start ones where I can make $1,000 a month, because I'm sitting on a ton of money. I start ones where I can make $5,000 to $10,000 a month, which is why I only have 3. Great video, dude, always. But if there are good enough products, I'll start 10. If there was 10 that meet my requirements, I'll start them. But I have higher requirements than most. How much will all other things like programs we need cost other than products? You only need my program, and the 2 tools are $97 and $40. That's all you need. Can you tell my girlfriend, Teresa, hi? She enjoys watching. Hey, Teresa, what's up? Thanks for doing this here. No problem. Do I need to tell the seller to put anything on the product for Amazon compliance, or do you have something like that? I go over all that in the course. Thanks for all your help. I private message you on it. It's awesome, Dustin. I'll go look at that. Looking forward to the next video. Alright, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I plan on doing these every day, as much as I can. And I will see you guys in my next video. I should upload tomorrow and do a live stream. Again, if you guys are interested in the course, it is in the description, and anyone who comes on this live stream, I will help, or if you're rewatching the live stream, I will help you choose your first product and kind of analyze it with you if you do pick up the course today. So I'll see you guys in the next video.